Welcome. I'll be reacting to Cronos. I don't know anything about this other than it was suggested for spooky season. This is a commentary. It is not a market substitute. Please support the original, currently on Max. And no spoilers in the comments when recommending movies, just the title and year of release.
Fulcanelli was determined to perfect an invention which would provide him with the key.
Oh, Cronos as in time, right?
To name it. The Cronos device. This was the alchemist.
So the device worked?
What they found there was never fully revealed to the public.
Ooh. Oh my goodness. Is it Christmas? Look at all that trash. Humans, do better. There's a wreath. It's definitely Christmas. Should we log this as a holiday film? The soundtrack reminds me of Amelie. I like it. Okay, we have an antiques shop. So he might have some of these potentially cursed objects. This is making me want to go antiquing. I like that the film is kind of bilingual. Oh, what a fun puzzle. Oh dear. What if Aurora finds the Cronos device and turns into the main villain of this movie? I mean, it's definitely inside this statue. We know that. Yeah, don't touch it with your bare hands. Not a good idea. How does it work, though? It doesn't exactly come with a manual. Oh, I've seen him in a lot of stuff. Oh, so this person is probably looking for it because they're ill and want to live forever and they can heal them or something. Oh my, it's like the Maltese Falcon. He's been looking for it for a while, huh?
This one will be mine.
Yeah, except it will be empty because he took it out.
No es mi dinero.
He is humming Christmas music. Is officially a Christmas movie. Calling it right now. Cute. For someone who was complaining about having to go pick it up, he's actually really nice. I hope the grandfather isn't corrupted by it because he seems so sweet.
Pues no pasó nada.
That was good. Put it down. Before it. Yep. Yep. Ow. Oh. It likes its blood, doesn't it? Be activated again by the blood, right?
Tráeme una caja.
Yikes. Ow.
¿Dices que te caíste dónde?
Sobre una pedacera de vidrios rotos.
Why isn't he saying what really happened? That is not sanitary. There's something wrong with him. He's craving water. No, he's craving blood. I bet that's what it is. He needs to drink blood. He just thinks he's thirsty for water, but he's not. He's like, why isn't this satisfying me? I knew it. He's fighting it though. That's something. Nice tree. Why did they leave the lights on though? That's what I want to know. Would you turn them off to save electricity? Is he addicted to it? Like, what's going on? That poor little girl is gonna be like traumatized.
Estoy bien, querida. No me pasa nada.
No, he is not okay.
Te ves
Younger.
distinto, mucho más joven.
Exacto, para eso lo hice. Así me siento.
¿No desayunas?
No tengo hambre.
No, he's hungry, just not for OJ. Well, he already has light sensitivity. Is this a variation on the vampire myth? Just a different backstory, kind of. I don't understand the need to damage beautiful artifacts while searching. Like, you can search carefully and not damage things. So I think you should call the policía and not la guardia.
De un alquimista del siglo XVI. Es un texto fascinante.
That looks like a fun prop to have made. Yeah, you better read those rules.
El insecto está atrapado en el invento.
Oh, wow.
Una suerte de filtro viviente.
It's alive. You need to get that notebook out with you somehow.
La mitad de mi cuerpo está aquí, en esta vitrina. Y la otra mitad
Yeah.
ya está en el menú.
Yes. Yeah, we need to get the instructions. How to shut it off and like stop whatever transformation is going on. Maybe we will get an Aurora origin story. But would it make her younger or just kind of keep her as she is forever? She has quite a cool hideout up here.
Ya me pasó esto una vez con tu papá.
Is real tea in there? I always played pretend with nothing in it. Like the Barbie movie.
Después de buscar todo el día me meto en el baño y me encuentro un
Oh, I
montón de
see.
pedacitos de tabaco.
She stole it to protect him. Might want to keep it in the bear, actually. That's a good hiding spot. Oh, they have little matching outfits. And why is she changing? Oh, wow. That's fast healing.
No consigo que todo acabó, que la vida nos separó.
Because I feel like the side effects are going to grow, and that will bring him back to need the instructions.
¿A dónde vas?
Por algo de beber.
Yeah, he's going to get a drink of that man's blood. I see you, clock placement. Can I have your handkerchief? I want to suck on it. It's like, no, that's my blood. That's my blood. I was going to drink it. Poor grandpa. Just can't catch a break. He didn't even wash his hands. Ew, that's gross. That's the bathroom floor. Don't lick it up off of there. No. Oh. He must really, really be desperate. That's not okay.
Happy New Year.
I feel like once the nephew figures out what's really going on and that it truly does make you younger and immortal, kind of, he might want it himself. The alchemist had shrapnel through the chest, though. Maybe you have to do ye old stake through the heart, and that's why the alchemist died, and this will be fine. It won't kill him. Because maybe it has to be very specific circumstances to make the Cronos device stop working.
Yo me estoy muriendo. Solo.
Maybe we're gonna get something like the Forever. Where he just like shows up and goes in the morgue.
Hay que ser un pinche artista.
Sí. Pero no te esmeres mucho con este porque lo vamos a cremar.
Oh no.
Ni nicho, ni fosa, ni nada.
He hasn't bought his grave plot yet? Come on. I have one. I'm ready. If I need to be buried, I won't fight it. I'm ready. I am ready. I'm ready. He makes his poor nephew live here, and he has all that money, and all he cares about is just like not dying. It's so wrong. No wonder this poor chap is just such a mess.
What about his heart?
What about it?
Oh, so it is the heart you have to, Buffy.
No te me vas a ir al cielo así, encuerado, lleno de besos. Vayan a creer que andabas de putas.
I like this guy. He takes his work seriously. Oh, it's empty. Might want to get farther away. Those things get hot. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Because he said he felt pain, right? So just because it protects him doesn't stop him from feeling pain. Honestly, though, if this happened to me, I would just be like, Buffy, just end it. Would not want to live like this. This is not living. Or, you know what, at this point, I would go get the Cronos device, I would take it to him, and I would be like, here, tell me how to die. I will give it to you. His obituary. She heard it. That's back in the day when you could listen in. But she's too young to figure out how to trace a call. Oh. Yes, she's so little, she doesn't really understand how weird this is, necessarily. She's just happy he's back. But he still hasn't gotten the blood he needs. I hope he doesn't come after her. Oh. Maybe because he officially kind of died and came back, he's really sensitive to light now. Oh, he can sleep in the chest. Perfect. The grandma's probably gonna be like, why are you so still happy? I mean, your grandfather died. And she's like, he's in my toy chest. And the grandma's gonna just think she's imagining it.
Ojalá te encuentre a mi regreso y quieras verme, sin importar cómo estoy. Te quiere, Jesús.
And his name is Jesus as well. So far, it reminds me a little bit of Dracula Untold in that it's a very compassionate vampire kind of origin story where you feel for the person affected. It's not just some monster. I really like that.
Aurora.
Oh no, she followed him. It's not safe. It's a violent film, but also so cute. You get scenes like this. Okay, now let's just get up and go. You do not need to read it here. Get up and go.
Si está buscando las páginas faltantes, pierde su tiempo. Me las comí.
Y míreme, mire mi piel. Está descompuesta, se me está cayendo a pedazos.
Peel it off.
No.
Yeah. I'm not sure that's better.
Pero ¿qué es lo que me hace falta?
Blood.
Sangre. If the device goes, you go. But
Seems fine to me. Better than a half-life like this.
share eternity.
¿Qué me importa la eternidad?
Why would you want that as your life? Like, it's this guy.
Mi salida.
As you wish.
I'm worried about Aurora now, though.
Don't even bleed right.
Oh, Aurora! You go, girl. It's so great how the nephew is just done with all of this.
Uncle?
Yeah, got some blood there. And his floor would be very clean. Wait a minute, if she's holding it in her hand, isn't that a little bit dangerous? Couldn't it, like, get her too? You better get it back in the teddy bear. You know, the nephew might just be like, oops, my awful abusive uncle is gone. You know what? Just leave. He has no reason to fight right now, other than just, like, the horror of the situation. I could see him just being like, you know what? Here's the door.
Merry Christmas.
I figured that would be his reaction.
Merry Christmas! Mine! Mine! Everything is mine! Ho, 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 ho. You kept me waiting long enough. This has to end.
Why does it have to end? You've got everything you want now. I'm still a bit worried that she's holding on to it. Oh good, she has it in the bear again. Can you fly? Probably not in this universe, but that would be handy right about now. Like, even now that he's an undead monster, he's trying to make sure she's okay first. You have an entire fortune, and you decide, no, I want to go be a vampire hunter. Most illogical.
Come here, precious. Ven acá.
No, no. Oh, right, he can't die easily. It's one way of handling it. Alright, but you need to get him under cover before the sun comes up. And he's way too heavy for her to move. Okay. But we still don't have those missing pages. I mean, was it just blood he was missing? Or are there other things he needs to know? I mean, one thing he could do is just kind of travel around and go kind of steal regular just blood bags. That way he wouldn't have to hurt anyone. Oh no. Look, there's a body right next to you. Can you just go to the other body? Not her.
Well.
Will he be able to fight it? He'd rather sacrifice himself than put her in danger. Respect. Oh, she came. She got the letter. So he won't be dying solo. Like he was afraid of. He'll be together with his family. Adios. That was a beautiful film. It had an interesting premise with that kind of variation on the vampire lore. And I like that the main villain was not the accidental monster, but the human who took things too far and became obsessed with immortality and prolonging his life. And as his nephew pointed out, like, it wasn't even that interesting of a life. He had all this money. And rather than kind of doing a Jack London and living his life to the absolute fullest that he could, as long as he had, instead he was just trapped in this room, obsessed with just having one more minute, even though they were not very interesting minutes. And then the way he treated his family was just awful. And then to parallel that with Jesus and his family. And he didn't really care about living forever. He was more focused on being kind to his family and kind of living the life he wanted to in the moment rather than living forever. And then when he got kind of like addicted to the Cronos device, he was able to push past it and destroy it in the end because it was the right thing to do. And that's just a brilliant anti-hero. And although I did joke about Aurora would be a great like minion vampire, she was just so adorable the whole time, never wavering in her love for her grandfather, even when he looked like that. To me, the film is really about love. The core family loved each other. That was their goal in life, and that's more important than living forever. I personally have never understood the obsession with immortality. I feel like I say this every time I watch a vampire related movie, but I just do not get it. If I knew the date of my death, I would have like little stickers on the calendar, like only 10 more days. The idea of living forever in this world, why? Now, I did have one person, I think, comment on the last video. I think it was Interview with the Vampire, who was like, you know, there is one good thing about immortality, and that is you'd finally get to read all of the books on your TBR pile. That's one reason to be alive. Otherwise, you'd have to find someone to haunt who was reading the book you wanted to read, and then you'd have to like wait for them to read it, which would be super inconvenient. I loved this movie. I loved the fact that, like Die Hard, it's a Christmas film. Yes, it is. We have decor, we have music, and we even got that scene towards the end where the nephew was like, Merry Christmas! I mean, this is a holiday film. Post in the comments, is this a Christmas film? I think it has a very heartwarming premise, even though it's not as saccharine as the average holiday movie.